Hey, look here, man. Before I go out, I just wanted to say a little something. Because I get the same response as everybody went to prison. They like, oh, I'm sorry. Listen, I know that's your natural response, right? But I want y'all to get something very, very clear, baby. Don't ever absolve me, because I ain't never been a victim. All right? Not since maybe about 3 years old, maybe the first time a bitch really got over on me. And I ain't never really trust none of y'all since then. Not with everything inside. I just recently came out. That's because I'm secure. You can't take what I have. You take any of these possessions, I give them to you fucking willingly. You want my social security number? You can have that pussy ass shit. That is not me. Alright? None of that. Alright? And that happens for being a secure man. This is why the people in charge attack us. And that's cool. You know, I'm non-violent. I'm like water. I gave up all my possessions. As soon as that Benz break down, if I ain't got the bread for it, I'm old Fred and Ted that bitch around here. Alright? Listen, of course I'll be out fixing. I mean, for real though, I'm just saying, not everybody has that grace in them, but like, it means nothing to me. It'd be a Honda. It'd be a Toyota. What y'all want from me and what you see that you might find attractive or appealing or in any ways, it is not nothing I have. I don't try to portray or talk about anything that I have, which isn't much. I have willingly gave it all away, what wasn't taken from me multiple times through a 10-year stint in prison to getting shut down in Key West. I'm from Jacksonville during the epidemic. You know, I left a lot of shit there too. Left out with 2 bags and the drug addiction. After 10 years of abstinence and knowing I didn't need to. All right, now I shook that fairly quickly. Thank God. You know, then my mom died. But anyway, we get to a whole nother story. The whole point about it is, well, look here, no matter if I tell you or bless you with my story, because I think a lot of y'all people need to hear some of this shit. I really think you do. Because everything you see that you like right here came from just failing. That's it. I learned. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, somebody maybe not hold my same views. And listen here, y'all know I diminish myself to walk among y'all every fucking day. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. All my life has been... So my presence is a disruption on people because I didn't know how to convey it. Well, y'all fucked up and gave me too much time in a box with nothing to do but read and turning off all TVs and all this other shit that y'all now onto. Now I can't even connect back to it to watch TV for more than 10 minutes. I either fall asleep or I got to move or do something. It just does not appeal to me. It seems jarring to me. Seems out of touch. Probably because they stepped up the programming to subliminally message y'all dumb fucks. And during that time, I was in jail. And they was thinking they was solely restricting me. Henry Van Dyke said self is the only prison that can ever bind the soul. I want y'all to think about that. You know, for a lot of years, I thought I was incarcerated. I wasn't. I was in a stasis, a rebuilding, a cocoon, you might say. All right, because my consciousness was still out there, even though no one hardly got in touch with me that much. I did all that time on my own, but I did. That was the best thing probably for me. I didn't lose love for them people. My love is endless, man. I thought I was wrong and turned to drugs because it was wrong when these people wronged me. I wanted to hurt them. I wanted to kill them. But I still understood where they came from. Like, I could see, like, oh, boy, you was flashy. You were fucking my lady. Or doing whatever the dumb shit I did. And I wasn't a cheater in the bounds of in my relationships. And don't get me wrong, there's one that says that is a possibility. But there's actions behind that. And men have talked since, and, you know, on that specific subject. And it was a little bit of give and take now that we become adults. So I really don't never consider myself to this day has never cheating. And I explained myself to that before. If I had to do something, man, a drug or anything, it would stop me from killing myself. I ain't sad, but that's what it was. Now, I took that out of the equation because now I love myself. Y'all done took everything away from me except when I was in the box, except my motherfucking dick and my brain, and I played with them every day, multiple times a day. And you know what I found? That God gives you the grace of dumping endorphins into your fucking bloodstream. It's called mood stabilizers. That's why they can't take working out of prison. Because, man, you was meant to bust a nut and you was meant to bust your ass. And if you ain't doing none of them on a multiple day-to-day basis, you fucking up. And you need to change your life. Or fulfill it with whatever fucking material gains you think the cracker want to give you. Because it's full of shit. Now, I'm going to go out tonight and rap in some people's face. Because y'all just ain't interacting too much with my videos. And that's cool. I understand. But let it buzz around for a little bit, man. Because some shit going to make sense. I promise y'all. I'm an insane person. In an insane world. I am the result of a bunch of insanity. Is there any reason why I should be sane? Question for y'all motherfuckers. Is there any reason why y'all should be sane? Our government is actively protecting child molesters. They've got islands where they just fucking kids. And like, yo, for real. Serve and protect. The Supreme Court just told you that the cops have no obligation to protect you. Just kind of makes that all eye in your fucking face. Oh, let's not get on the fact about y'all took an oath to defend the Constitution, not the whatever laws that man makes after that fucking Constitution. That is not in your right. So if you ain't working for the sheriff's office and a locally, governmentally elected official, you a slave driver. I can fuck what color you is. But, hey, man, we is different. But it's coming to where people gonna have to be the same here for too much longer. They gonna make it that way. No bully goes unchecked. We could do this nonviolent. I'm not saying violent resistance. I'm saying you have a right to liberty and life. And the Supreme Court just also said that it is justifiable for, y'all should really read some of these Supreme Court cases that they've been hearing. And probably some of it happened when I was out of it and dealing with the deaths of my family. So some of this may be old news to y'all. But just as I was reading through it, one of the things they hit on was that it is perfectly lawful for a person to defend themselves with lethal force against perceived police brutality. Now, perceived, I think, is my word in there. I just think it says against police brutality. But let me ask you this. Now that leaves a sticky situation here. Because we have all kinds of states' rights issues and Fed rights issues. Fed says that now the Second Amendment to bear arms, this is what the Supreme Court says. It is a civil liberty. All right. And the other one about the militia. All right, well, guess what? Guess what every gang is considered in here? Guess what every band that stays, they's all fucking militia, homeboy. Every band of us are. Until they give us federally funded guards to take that position for us. But that's a whole nother story, you know. I'm a hustler first. Please don't forget that because I'm a good guy. I don't actively use my shit for bad no more. But I will expose to a certain bit that still keeps me connected with the roots that I was as a born hustler. I don't know what to tell you. There's some things I just can't do, all right? But I don't never let no vanilla person get, and I don't mean never white, it's be black. I say vanilla because you letter to the law. I'm going to never let you come and harm. I really ain't. And I can show you multiple times on my record where it is, where I gave up a whole shit I was traveling with to help somebody out in an exact predicament. Because you wasn't mean to. You ain't stepping this life. They too many of us in this life. You go hit one of us. That was my thought a lot of years. This was meant to be a quick video. Let me haul ass. I'm finna talk somebody head off tonight.